So there's a new leak going around, a quote unquote leak of a snippet from a Drake's Iceman album. Got to talk about it because it's relevant and it's, I wouldn't say it's gone viral, but it's definitely been a topic of discussion. So we're going to listen to a clip about that, talking about that leak because he's dissing again, Demar, saying some shit. We'll talk a little bit about what he said in that Magic City documentary that's coming up about how he don't care, and we also got a clip of from Chapo speaking to these things. It's what's relevant in the cycle today, man. Like, I'm sure there's a bunch of other stuff going on, but this is what we talking about. So I ain't gonna hold y'all. Let's get started.
Shit too, bro. Drizzy Drake has a huge problem on his hands right now, you guys. First off, it's 2025. Can somebody please tell me how songs are still being leaked, especially if it's music from your upcoming album? There's so many ways to take security measures to make sure your songs don't leak, especially.
Well, a lot of people think it's him, man. I'm gonna show y'all real quick before we get back to chicks what some of the people are saying, and I wouldn't put it past it being him, only because he's scared. Y'all remember, or some of y'all might have heard, but boy wanted to put a tweet out on X probably last week or so, where he was asked them what they want to hear. I think they're trying to find their way, but anyway, this is the guys who so-called leaking it, right?
Unreleased, come to Backboard Boys live stream on Pump Fun. Wait, hold on, bro. Let's bump some more Drake unreleased, bro. That's what I'm feeling. Bumping all the fucking leaks tonight. Get ready to clip this shit. Some more Drake unreleased, boys. Yo.
No, bro, don't talk to me like that. Like, then you don't. I don't even know who the fuck those kids are. Are you crazy?
Wait, you actually don't know who those kids are?
What? No, I just asked you who they are. What the fuck?
Well, can I get the song too? Like.
Yo, bro.
Drake hasn't messaged us. Aiden Ross messaged us. He's like, bro, I think he was trying to narc us out, bro. He's like, bro, how the fuck you get the leak? We told him, hey, bro, you come on our stream, we'll let you know. He still hasn't responded yet. But dude, next time Aiden's live, you guys have to raid the fuck out of him, bro. Tell him back.
So me personally, man, like I said, I think it came from Drake. Now here's what some of the people saying: Drake ain't fooling nobody, aka Drake leaked it to the leakers to leak to make sure that everyone loves the leaks before leaking it himself and releasing it later. That sounds about right to me. Seriously. Conveniently speaks with Aiden on stream to display his quote unquote disgust. This dude's obsession with streamers need to be studied. Most streamers are only as loyal as what's hot now. Soon as something else piques their interest or doesn't, they move on. And so I just wanted to go over that because I think I agree with those sentiments of what they're saying. And there's no way in hell that Drake ain't behind this quote unquote leak. But let's keep going.
Your songs don't leak, especially if you're a big artist. Now, last night, while everybody was focused on the Crawford and Canelo fight, two guys went on live stream to leak some unreleased Drake records. Now, even worse for Drake, apparently these guys are leaking records from Drake's upcoming Iceman album. Last night, these guys leaked a record where Drake was dissing Demar DeRozan. I wanted to shoot to the king. When you was a part of the team, we used to be playing on Mexico trip in the spring. We must have been dealing the Spur-of-the-moment. Why don't we think you could get us a ring? Get begging my how you went home. The fucker they ain't home. Cody, we threw him away. She popped sent us to a real and next thing we knew we was doing parades. Now, after seeing these guys leak Drake's record,
I mean, look, honestly, that don't sound too bad. It sounds like, you know, the regular Drake shit. It don't sound like a number one though. It'll get his fans going. It's enough to keep his fans going. Probably enough to get the casual listener's head bobbing. I listened to the whole thing. It ain't too bad. I ain't gonna sit here and hate on something that don't necessarily deserve to hate, but I'm just saying, like, it don't sound like nothing that's going to go like up. It's just regular Drake shit. I don't know, man. I ain't feel like particularly moved by it. Sound better than that shit he been putting out as part of the Iceman stream, which I think I agree with a lot of people that those songs might not be on the album, especially given the feedback that they've been getting from the fan base. Forget about so much the critics, but not even the fan base is liking it. Hell, in some of the Drake groups on X, they're not even liking this leak. You know, so I don't know what they're gonna do, man. I think they're lost, man. They searching, man. We're gonna get into what Chapo got to say about it, but let's finish this.
record, Aiden Ross actually called Drake on stream, and Drake seemed to be pissed off. And apparently Drake has absolutely no clue who these guys are.
And we already listened to that, so I'm skipping through it.
Now, these guys have also threatened to leak Drake's entire album. So far, all we've gotten is just one record. It looks like these guys are doing this in order to gain attention to their crypto.
Guys, we gotta get Drake pissed.
He already is, bro.
We gotta get him more pissed. More pissed is the more pissed, the more bullish.
Drake, bro, blow that shit up. Make him pissed.
Let's get fucking rich, Trey. It's time to get fucking rich.
Bro, we're dropping we're basically dropping the whole album on stream, bro.
We're dropping the whole album on stream. Y'all want the Drake unreleased? Come to.
Now, obviously, this is a crime. You can't just hack somebody's shit and leak it on the internet without getting in trouble. So, if this is actually happening, Drake should be taking legal actions. I'm not even trying to make a lawsuit joke right there, you guys, I promise. But here's the thing. There's a lot of people that feel like Drake is also in on this. There's a lot of people that feel like Drake is using this as promotion, as his rollout. A lot of people out there do not believe that Drake does not know who these guys are. Drake has been embracing streamers, and he's also been getting into live streaming as well. So people feel like this is all a marketing for Drake's IceMan album. Me personally, I'm not sure if I actually believe that. Drake is too big of an artist to have this messy rollout, especially to have the records leak on a night where people are watching boxing. It makes absolutely no sense to me for Drake to be going down this route, but you never know these days. Now, as far as the actual bar to Demar DeRozan,
I mean, but it's Drake though. I don't know, Chigs. I think this would actually be vintage Drake. This would be vintage Drake. So I don't think I agree with Chigs that this Drake wouldn't do that, especially on a night of boxing, especially when it's Terrence Crawford. I can see that being a thing. I can see that being a thing. And it's kind of keeping in line with the rollout and with his tactics during post battle with leaking stuff, dropping stuff, trying to get a feel, moving with a lot of trepidation, honestly. You know what I mean? Not too really sure. And I guess that's all good, but I do think it just shows signs. I think it's just signs of weakness to do this much over this long a period of time. I'm not necessarily against testing music and trying to see, but to be this unsure, to be playing these games this long, I think it's just a sign of weakness at this point, and a huge sign of a lack of confidence, you know, as opposed to just going for it and saying, here it is, let's see what y'all think. You know what I mean?
Let's be honest here, it was fire. Despite people feeling like Drake should just move on, and even myself, I feel that way too. Why are you still dissing LeBron James and DeMar DeRozan? He's already made 2 diss records at LeBron James, and now we get this one aiming at DeMar DeRozan. I also would like...
Yeah, man, and that's a good point. And at some point, let it fucking go. As far as that goes, dude, like at the end of the day, you got into a rap battle with Kendrick, man. People, I think, would be more understanding of you sending shots at him as opposed to continuing to send shots. All right, you said what you had to say about these 2 guys. I think you might just continue to rub people the wrong way if you keep going about all these people who are more like satellites surrounding this rap beef, which is a beef now. We've done with the rap battle, but they're more like satellites orbiting this whole rap battle. And at some point, people are going to be like, man, just let the fucking shit go at this point, right? Just move on. You suing, nigga. You fucking suing. All right, we get the point. You hurt. You said it a bunch of times.
Drake to move on as well, but this actual specific bar where he's talking about DeMar DeRozan, this was actually crafted really well. Obviously, DeMar DeRozan is not a rapper, so he's not gonna get in the booth and respond back to Drake. Right now, Drake probably feels like this is what his fans want to hear from him. Hey, we know for legal reasons you probably can't diss Kendrick Lamar right now, but let's see how you really feel about your close friends, your basketball player friends that we saw you with. Let's hear what you actually feel about them betraying you, if that's what happened. I can't imagine Drake is going to keep on dissing these guys, LeBron James, DeMar DeRozan, and everybody else for the next album. You guys get in the comments below. What do you guys make of these guys?
Drake's obsessed with him. You know how they be talking about people obsessed with Kendrick or Kendrick's obsessed with Drake or whatever. Drake's obsessed with these niggas at this point. Now look, let's check out what Drake said. This little clip that he said in this interview, real quick.
I care so little about, you know, another artist that someone might respect not liking my music. I don't give a fuck. I think maybe that's why I've been here so long. Probably because I only care about them.
You probably know my next question.
How many strippers have I fucked?
All right, so I mean, I think we know that this is definitely not true as far as him not caring, right?
I make my music for those girls. I care so little about, you know, another artist that someone might respect not liking.
See, and it sounds like he's sending shots, right? Another artist that someone might respect. And this could be anybody, but you know what we're going to think, right?
My music, I don't give a fuck. So little about, you know, another artist that someone might respect not liking my music. I don't give a fuck.
He sounds so sassy. He sounds so sassy. He don't even sound believable.
I think maybe that's why I've been here so long. Probably because I only care about them.
You probably know.
Yeah, he's sassy as shit. Hey, yo. But you know that's a lie. Like when he went through the shit with Joe Budden, he's been known to have talked about how much he respect all sorts of other artists that have been in the game. Okay. And at one point, you'd think he's had some sort of respect for Kendrick, even though that probably was long gone, even before the rap battle. I mean, at the end of the day, he cares about what everyone, he cares so much about what people say that even if a person like a journalist like Rob Markman or anybody like that says something, he has to get online and respond. That, I mean, so things like this just show that you're even more sensitive than you try to let on, but it ain't even you can't even hide it, man. You can't even hide it. All right, now let's finish up with this clip from Chapo, man, who speaks on these things. The Boy Wonder asking what do people want to hear, because they received a lot of negative comments after that IceMan 3 stream. I mean, it just wasn't good. They got killed online by their own fan base. Forget what people like myself talk about. By their own fan base, they got killed online, man. And I think that probably definitely hurt Drake's feelings. So let's check this clip out.
I told y'all that boy wasn't ready. Told y'all kept telling me it was Taylor and this one and that one, and I told you that has nothing to do with it. There's no writers there. Now you got old buddy online asking people, what do y'all want to hear? Do y'all want to hear just him or feed it? They don't got it. The hypocrisy that I just see. Like, you got K going online basically asking people what they want to hear, but then you releasing clips of you saying you're unbothered and you don't care what people think about your music. That's a bold-faced fucking lie, blood.
Exactly.
We know that that's a lie, blood. You overly care. You overly care what people think. That's your whole thing, nigga. That's why your whole shit is in the toilet right now, because you didn't listen when everyone who cared at that moment tried to tell you, hey, blood, take the rest of the year off. You're still who you are. Like, come back top of the year, let them have this year, come back top of the year, drop your shit. But bro, you wanted to up Dot. You wanted to up them, and niggas kept telling you leave it alone, blood. Instead of being true to who you was from the rip, which was a good guy, you was a good, wholesome dude, my nigga. Instead of being that person, you turned into me, or turned into fucking a gangster, and did like all these things when you just had to be yourself, blood. Now you trying to revert back to who you is, but the person you grew into, no, like, I don't even recognize that person, bro. And maybe 40 won't say nothing. Chubbs ain't gonna say nothing. Baca, none of them niggas gonna say nothing to you, because they all eating off of you, nigga. So they're never gonna talk to you the way I talk to you, blood. That's the problem. And you looked at it as if choosing sides, nigga. No, I'm such a real nigga. I'ma tell you, blood. I'ma tell you when
And even to this choosing sides point that he just made, he did show some text. I can't remember if it was in this clip. We'll see. But he showed some text of someone basically saying something about him putting out a song. He chose a side. This has all been confirmed, man. I've seen people on X try to discredit Chapo, but ain't nobody from Drake's camp ever even fucking fixed their mouth to say anything. And knowing how sensitive Drake is, I find that very telling in and of itself. The only ones who try to discredit him or say anything negative are the stand pages. No one that's reputable has come out against anything that Chapo has said. So that's that.
something ain't right. Or I'm gonna tell you when something ain't it. You don't think I sat there and built enemies on that side because I'm sitting there trying to ride for? I don't even want to get into that shit, blood. I've just come to the realization that there's a side of his fans that don't care.
Oh
They
yeah,
don't
for
care
sure.
that about artistry. They don't care if he did. They just, bro, that's their guy. I've been trying to tell y'all this for a while, and I hate the fact that like I feel like I'm repeating myself at this point. Like everything that I've said last year has been proven. Everything that I've just said recently has been proven. The birds just won't fly. This is why we got records out. We just dropped our album. Niggas tried to stop my whole album, blood. That was crazy. You dropped the episode of IceMan with red letters, throwing up beats, throwing up my shit. You keep talking about, whoa, when we run into each other. We don't ever run into each other, blood. And unless you with these niggas marking them, nigga, you're not outside. And if you know who marking them is, y'all know. If you ain't with them, nigga, you're not outside. You acting like you one of them type of niggas that walk around and shit. Nigga, you don't. Stop it. You're a fucking pop star. You can't do that. Like, I'd rather you just be real than keep spinning all these fans on here and then making fucking, like, me look like I'm the one that's fucking taking shots, nigga. Be a man and stand on your shit, nigga. The fuck? Like, why do I have to be the one to be the bigger person here? I'm supposed to be this big dog and all of this shit, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here with all that shit. Anyway, Sinners is out now. Shot Clock.
And his song Shot Clock is a good song. He talks about it. He talks a lot about the Drake situation and all of that. But listen, man, we'll see. I think the leak has probably been leaked by Drake's camp. I don't think he's above that. I also know that he's bothered by it. We'll see how things go, man. When the album drop, if there is going to be an album, a lot of people saying that they don't think there's actually going to be an album, right? That he's just kind of doing these things to, you know, keep his name in the, I guess, in the algorithm, keep himself present because he don't know how to not be. But at some point, I do think it's wearing thin on a lot of people. It's wearing thin on a lot of people, but we'll see what happens, man. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section below. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Check you out in the next one.